Hey, Shit. Welcome back to the Healing Circle. Say, this cleansing, did some cleansing. Turn my phone on. Do not disturb. You know, today for me is like a day of peace. Relaxation, chill, cleaning, organizing, getting things in order. I just said that. That's what today is for me. Yeah. So, if you didn't get a chance to check out the weekend messages, go and check that video out. It should be in my live column, in the live column of my channel. Okay, so definitely go check that out. And I got pretty detailed on those messages too, so they should be pretty good. But today's Saturday. Just want to give you guys a collective message. Hope you guys are doing well. So, cleansing the energies of my Dex God, and of my heart, and of my space, and of my mind, and of my energy, Holy Spirit, angels in heaven. Please come into this message, I'm not doing it all the time, for the collective. Okay. Do my whirlwind shuffle. Okay. All right, Holy Spirit, angels in heaven, this message is for the collective. What message is meant to benefit the collective today? What does the collective need to know? Okay. Now, any message, any part of this message may resonate. Not everything can resonate, right? But take what does and leave what does not. Okay. For the collective spirit. Let's see. Thinker. Number 44. Okay. That's what's on the bottom of the deck. Might have relevance. Maybe not. Have you been thinking a lot about something? Is there something that you are strategizing or, trying to figure out in a way? Let's see. For the collective spirit. Message for the collective today. Please make it clear. Okay. Round and round. That's what it says. Number 25. Round and round. 25 reduces to 7, and 7 is the number of divine. Okay. God, source, spirit, right? Because of orphaned, number 5. Okay. And the number 5 is like the number of conflict, obstacles, interference, defeat even, right? Orphan, okay? And community was right behind that. So you may be going round and round with something because of separation from a community. Okay. So you could be thinking, strategizing, trying to figure some things out. Makes sense, right? Collectively. Okay. Let's see. Number 25. Look, I open right to it. All right. Where's my glasses? There it is. All right. So round and round says, no. Round and round, it says the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Okay, let me start over. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. The appearance of this card is a reminder that although it may appear that you've gone backwards, the truth is that you are standing at a higher level, looking down into your circumstances. You will learn something, do something better, and break a cycle set up in the past. You actually have a bird's eye view of your initial footprints and can access the wisdom and lessons learned. Okay. Suppose this is about a relationship. I'm going to read the relationship message as well. Are you wondering, how did I get here again? Does something feel familiar right now in your dynamics with others? Maybe a little too familiar? Don't be surprised that you found yourself repeating an old story with the same sort of person. You may not look similar, who may not look similar, but who attracted you because of your easy acquaintance with his or her qualities. Your relationship is a mix of what is good and what is potentially challenging. You have been drawn to this person through the perfection of Spirit's plan for your evolution. You may have circled back to an accustomed spot, a familiar place, but that's fine, as you get to do things again, only differently this time, for you learned something of great value since the last time around. How will you choose to behave now that you're aware? Remain curious and stay out of the blame game. Okay. So it's mainly just saying like you learning from the experiences, even if you're like, repeating something. Okay. Even if something is happening again, or you feel like something is happening again. Okay. Yeah. Even if you're like, if it's not about like a relationship, if you're like, maybe encountering the same, obstacles or encountering the same or a similar issue, it gives you an opportunity to look at it and say, and respond to it differently based on what you learned before or prior. Let's clarify it. What deck do I want to use? Okay. Why is round and round here for the collective spirit? Okay. Yeah. Hesitation, stuck, ascend, material world, hidden path. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to give my 2 cents. All right. Why is round and round here for the collective spirit? Please make it clear. Round and round. Potential and perception. Okay. So potential says fulfillment, risk, achievement. Your potential is limitless. Okay. And it's because of perception, red flags, delusion, perspective, see through your own false beliefs, and release hesitation. Okay. When I was shuffling the deck, I saw hesitation and stuck. You may be in a situation where you feel stuck, right? And it's, because of you hesitating, right? And you might have done this before or may have been in a similar experience before. And you may be looking at it like, how did I get here again? Or, looking at yourself as like, not growing or moving or evolving, but really you are, because now you can respond to the situation differently based off how or what you learned the first time around. Okay. So there could be an opportunity for fulfillment. It may require you to take a risk. Okay. Achievement even. Okay. Your potential is limitless. Okay. But it's all on how you look at things with perception. If you're seeing things as a red flag, then of course you're going to hesitate. Okay. If you're delusion, if you're, if there's delusion there, or if you're, if you can't see through your own false beliefs, then of course you might not see the potential. Okay. So, that might be a factor. Okay. I'm going to get one more. Why is round and round here for the collective? Look. Okay. Look, I felt it. I felt it. No. The answer to your question is no. Okay. Marriage, legal partnership, commitment, marital bond, and societal contract. Okay. And release. Loosen your hold, relax, unwind, release fear, anxiety, and doubt. Okay. Release. Right. And it's because of balance. Yin and yang, darkness and light, stay centered in your higher self. Compromise, ascend. Okay, so there could be an opportunity that shows potential, and maybe you're saying no to it. Maybe you're being closed off to any form of commitment. Okay, and there could be a need for you to release something. Could be like memories of your past, this energy of abandonment with the orphan energy. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Why are these messages here for the collective? Round and round, potential, and no, marriage, release. All right, let's see. Why are these messages here for the collective? Okay. 9 of Cups on the bottom. Okay. The 9 of Cups is about a wish being fulfilled. Okay. So there could be an opportunity in front of you or opportunity that you're in that shows potential, that shows to be like a wish fulfillment. All right. Why is round and round here for the collective? Round and round for the collective spirit. Okay. The 7 of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Okay. So this is you not trusting in your feelings. Okay. Not trusting in what's being presented to you. Being the thinker, being very strategic, because the 7 of Swords is not only about lying, stealing, and cheating, but also about strategy. Okay. So you're being, very careful in how you present yourself or how much of yourself you give. Okay. With the 8 of Wands energy, the 8 of Wands energy is about communication, but it's also about like speed. Okay. So if things, are moving, a little quick for you, that might be contributing to why you are, in the 7 of Swords energy, where you're like being real careful. Okay. Anything else for the collective? Clarify round and round. Mm-hmm. Okay. The 4 of Cups, King of Pentacles, Magician. Okay. With the 7 of Pentacles on the bottom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is definitely like seeing potential and an opportunity, being very careful and strategic in how you come forward, how much of yourself you give. Okay, because with the 4 of Cups energies is like a missed opportunity, but also not wanting to miss an opportunity. The King of Pentacles is manifesting. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, but this is just a masculine energy that's thinking about like from a grounded space. Okay, that's thinking from a more grounded space. They are thinking about the future because he actually has the world sitting in his lap. Okay, being practical. Okay, the masculine energy is manifesting something that is long term with the 7 of Pentacles, something that they can really sow their seeds in. That's why I'm saying like no marriage release. If you've been saying no to marriage or committing, it could be necessary for you to release some things that may have you in this I'm not sure questioning energy. Yeah, let me clarify it. I just gotta know. Okay. All right. For the collective spirit, please clarify these messages. Clarify potential. Fulfillment, risk, achievement. Your potential is limitless. Why is this here for the collective? Okay. The Hermit energy and the 5 of Pentacles. So this is thinking about lack. Okay. Thinking about lack. Thinking about what you might have missed out on, thinking about this orphan energy, okay, where you might have been abandoned from a community, left behind, neglected in some way, okay. This is you thinking about the lack, but also seeing the potential, okay. So you see the potential, you see what it could be. Maybe you don't believe in the potential because you're focusing on the lack, okay. With the Emperor energy and the 6 of Cups, this is about you taking control of your past, so that with the 3 of Pentacles energy, you can rebuild. Okay. If you're allowing your past to have such control over your thought process and how you and how you respond to things and the potential that you do see, then you're kind of doing yourself an injustice. Okay. Because with the orphan energy and community, this is past energy. This is the influencer, the why. Okay. Being abandoned from a community or having to leave one or not having one. Okay. Why is no here for the collective? No. the Strength card and Judgment. Okay, resisting making a judgment. Yeah, especially when it comes to like relationship, creating a foundation for yourself. Okay, or for one's energy is yeah, creating a foundation for yourself. It's like there is potential. Maybe you don't see the potential. Maybe you don't believe in the potential. Maybe you keep focusing on the lack in the potential, but you're saying no or resisting making a judgment for this opportunity. Okay, definitely could be marriage because we have the marriage card here. All right, so you could be saying no or resisting marriage. Why is marriage here for the collective? Okay, because of abandonment. Okay, the Five of Pentacles with the Two of Swords is I was abandoned, so I'm not making a decision. Okay, I've experienced that before, so I'm not doing it again. Okay, that's the energy of the marriage energy. Okay, you're resisting or saying no to commitment or marriage because of this abandonment from a community. Okay, but I feel like Spirit is saying release that energy. Okay, clarify release for the collective. Release for the collective. Loosen your hold, relax, unwind, release fear, anxiety, and doubt. The Ace of Swords energy and the Seven of Pentacles, right? Yeah. So the Ace of Swords energy with the Seven of Pentacles is like you already knowing with the Ace of Swords energy because you've had time to look at it. Seven of Pentacles is like, you know, evaluation, like deeply, not gonna say analyzing, but like really looking at something. Okay, like, you know, weighing your pros and your cons even. Okay, you've had time to look at something, you've had time to evaluate it. This is also you knowing that you want something long term. Okay, so release that anxiety, fear, and doubt. Okay, because it's time to make a decision with the King of Swords energy. Okay, the Nine of Wands energy. This is the energy of it's the wounded warrior. Okay, it's the wounded warrior, but it's also someone that can put up like a brick wall or can be very guarded to opportunities or very closed off to opportunities because of what they've experienced, but it's not necessarily appropriate for the current. You know, let me give you an example. It's like, you know, someone trying to offer you a gift, but because of, you know, how you received gifts in the past, you kind of close off to people giving you gifts. And so you're kind of snappy with the person giving you a gift. And it's like, they didn't deserve that. Okay. The reason why I said that is because with the Nine of Wands energy, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Swords, there could be a reason or a need for the masculine energy to repair things with the feminine energy because of this guarded energy. If that makes sense. Okay. Because the masculine energy is manifesting something long term, Seven of Pentacles, but not trusting in giving of themselves. Okay. What's the Four of Cups energy? Okay, so the Four of Cups energy is like rejecting or pushing away. You're pushing away a wish. Okay. You're pushing away a wish by blocking it, by being defensive, by being closed off. Seven of Wands. Okay. So it's not like Spirit's trying to catch you up. You know, you're like, oh, you know, I'm going down this commitment road again. I've already been down that road before, and look how that turned out. You learned something from that experience. So Spirit is guiding you to use what you've learned from that experience and apply it to the current. Right? Not for you to just be closed off to commitment for the rest of your life, right? But to grow from it. Okay? Because it's orphaned energy. Let's see. What is this about? Number 5. So orphaned is about a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. We were all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island. And it's important to recognize when being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. The relationship message says, as you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs. So you feel left out, unable to get to that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. Okay? Let's see why this here. Collective. Why is orphan here for the collective spirit? Okay. All right. Why is orphan here for the collective? Separation. No contact, 5D, dreams, nightmares. Focus on your own happiness. Okay. Because of deception, mask, illusion, duplicity, look beyond the superficial. Outcome, settling. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you could be in separation or orphan from a community because of deception, right? Maybe you remove yourself from a community because of, you not fitting in, or you not being authentic of who you are, or lying, people lying or stealing or cheating. But the outcome energy and settling is kind of saying that you may be like, this could be because you're like closing out like a cycle of settling or accepting less. Okay. Yeah. With the separation energy here, right? You could be focusing on your own happiness at this time, right? Especially if you removed yourself from a community, okay? Or if you are, or if you're thinking about it. See? All right, for the collective spirit, why is orphan here with separation? The devil energy with the 7 of cups on the bottom. So an unhealthy experience, unhealthy attachment, a toxic experience has caused you to worry or question the 10 of Pentacles long term. Strength card right behind that. You're resisting. Okay. So, yeah, it's like you want to, it's definitely you like protecting yourself. Okay. It's definitely you protecting yourself, not wanting to experience that again. And I feel like that's the reason why Spirit said, it's not that you will experience that again, okay, because you've learned something from that experience and you can apply it to the current, okay. Why is orphan here for the collective? Orphaned. There, see, there's a change. This one's not like the last one. With the Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Cups, okay, this new beginning that's before you, this new one, new beginning, that Spirit, because aces are gifts from the universe, from God, from source, right? This is divine, okay? This is a part of your path, all right? It's not like before, okay? It's not like before. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you feel like a heaviness, that heaviness can be you kind of knowing that this isn't like before. Okay. All right. Yeah, the Temperance energy is upright, but the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles try to go in reverse. I feel like Spirit's like, don't delay it, don't procrastinate, be balanced with this, okay? Because with this Ten of Wands energy, if something is weighing heavy on you, it's because you know that this new beginning, okay, is different. That's what it is. It's like, that's why, it's almost like you feel pushed to, like, respond to it or do something different. Okay, with this Hermit energy, you're thinking about it, it's on your mind. Okay. All right. The King of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Five of Pentacles, because of the Ten of Cups. All right. So whatever you've experienced in the past, this is nothing like it. Okay. Proceed forward in a more balanced and peaceful space. Okay. The King of Wands energy is about the masculine either presenting an offer or receiving one, but resisting it because of the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Because of that orphan energy. Okay. Yeah. And it could be because of your experience. The Ten of Cups is like having that happily ever after, right? Having that ultimate fulfillment of contentment, right? Ten of Cups, but being closed off to it, okay? Because of the stress behind letting past energy go, okay? So it's important for you to release past energy. Whatever potential situation is being presented to you now is not like what you've experienced in the past, okay? Yeah. Balance that energy as far as like what to do, how to respond to this opportunity, because right now you're resisting. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's go a little deeper. Okay. What's this Devil energy for the collective? What's the Devil energy for the collective? Devil for the collective. Mm-hmm. Told you. You can't make this stuff up. It's the Ten of Swords. It's you being betrayed. It's you being hurt. It's you being done wrong. Okay. That's that Devil energy from your past. Okay. This is why you're holding back Four of Pentacles from committing. Okay. Because of you being betrayed in the past. Right. But it's a change. Clarify separation. No contact, 5D, dreams, nightmares, focus on your own happiness. Why is separation here? Okay. The Sun card and the Fool. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The separation. Six of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So you could have separated yourself from something that you might have felt was not the best for you. Might have caused you to, like, make foolish decisions. Was not bringing about the best results. And this could be past energy that needs to change. Okay. Whether you have released yourself from negative energy from your past, or whether you're considering releasing yourself from negative energy of your past, it's saying this devil energy is a betrayal from your past. Okay. Yeah. Clarify the King of Wands. King of Wands. Tower. Oh, the King of Wands is about to make a decision. Okay. May suddenly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially because the Four of Cups energy is pushing away an opportunity that you, after clarification, know that you want to, sow your seeds into. Right? That you know that you want. So what's the Seven of Swords energy? Are you trying to figure it out? That thinker energy? What's the Seven of Swords? Before I started the video, okay, the World and the Queen of Swords. Beginning a new cycle, trying to figure out how to start a new cycle. So before especially if there's no contact, the separation energy, no contact, 5D. Look, holding back, Four of Pentacles from a wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups, okay, holding back from a wish fulfillment. All right, that is justice. All right, before I started the video, I was picking up my decks and stuff, and I walked out my room, and I picked up one of the decks, and it just flew off, like 4 cards flew off, and they fell on the floor, and the only one that was turned up right was masculine energy, right? So I was like, what's going on with the masculine energy, God? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with the masculine energy? Let me know, But this is definitely about the masculine energy, Gender is not specific, okay? Seriously. I have a family of cousins, and, who are a part of the LGBT, okay? And so gender is not specific, all right? You can be a part of the masculine energy and feel this way, right? You could be in a heterosexual connection and, gender-wise, be a female and still possess this masculine energy, all right? Apply only how it fits. Okay. Yeah. So the message here today, collective, if this resonates, is that there is an opportunity in front of you. It looks like for commitment because someone is saying no to marriage or committing, right? But there's opportunity for potential, okay? And you may be pushing it away. You may be doubting it or questioning it, but it's because of your past experiences. And Spirit saying, this is not like your past. This is different, okay? Not necessarily. Could be a Leo here. The Strength card is definitely here. You have Capricorn. Got everybody. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aquarius. It's pretty much everybody. Virgo, Gemini. All the fixed signs. Yeah. So that's what I have for you, Shug. So we're saying this is not like before. Okay? Don't push it away. Take what you've learned from that experience and apply it to the new. That's what I have for you, Shug. I hope this helped. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Please hit the like button. It's right there. Comments. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Thank you, Angel. Thank you for responding. I appreciate that. Share. Send it to your friends. Post it to social media. And subscribe so you know when I post. Miss you guys already. Bye. Enjoy your Saturday. See ya.